Yeah. It's tough with him because it's like one of those drawings where it's like the eye of the beholder, because you hear the reports from The Athletic that this guy's stinking it up, and then you also hear reports from others being like, he's unbelievable. He throws the ball to Christian Watson, and it was like watching Rodgers to Adams. Jordan Love himself is not going to be for MVP Aaron Rodgers this year. He's not going to be Patrick Mahomes in his first season. But Jordan Love could still be very good. And what's a successful Jordan Love season look like? It looks like success for the Packers. And it looks like running an offense that might not look like Aaron Rodgers. It might mean that they are a rushing team and that they lead the league in rushing, or that, Aaron Jones has 1,500 yards and 100 catches or something like that. But the truth of the matter is, if I'm going to do it like this, I'm going to say a successful season for Jordan Love is to ensure the fact that he is no doubt the starter next year. And that's not easy, because this is going to be a guy that's now going into his 5th year as a pro. There's going to be a situation where his contract is up. And if he is no doubt good enough that everyone in the building and everyone in the Packers fan base is like, yeah, of course, we got our guy. We don't need to look elsewhere. We don't need to go sign a free agent. We don't need to go to the draft. Well, that means it's successful. I think the NFC is wide open this year. I think playoffs are very, very possible for the Packers. They have a very good defense. They've got great offense of skill position players. There's a really good chance for them to have success. If I'm looking at it statistically, I'm looking at it as, I'd say, twice as many touchdowns and interceptions. I don't think that's ridiculous. Just don't turn the ball over. Let the running back. I'd say like a 20 touchdown, 10 interception, or a 25 touchdown, 12 interception season. And I'd say that offense is a top 15 offense in the NFL. And that Jordan Love undoubtedly is their quarterback going into 2024. I think that is a successful season. I'm not going to put wins out there, and I'm not going to say he's going to be an all-pro.
Well, the win thing, I think they're one of the biggest swing teams in the league.
Totally.
Like, wouldn't surprise me at 11-6. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me at 6-11. Like, that neither one of those teams, I'd be like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. It didn't shock me at all. I think it's the Jordan Love thing's interesting this year, because I think it's first things first. Week 1 at Soldier Field. You go in there and you do what Packer quarterbacks do. You go and you own that stadium, and you win, and you destroy that stadium. They've been doing that since I've been in 7th grade. Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre are 24-6 at Soldier Field. At Soldier Field. That includes a win in the NFC title game. That includes all 3 times that Jordan Love has watched from the Soldier Field bench. When Brett Favre was inducted in the Hall of Fame, the first clip they showed of him was throwing a touchdown at Soldier Field. When Rodgers goes in the Hall of Fame, the first clip they will show is throwing a touchdown at Soldier Field. You own that place. You own that place for 3 decades. You cannot start game 1, quarter 1, drive 1 of the Jordan Love era and lose in the Chicago Bears' own House of Horrors, which is their own stadium, against the Packers. This is the brand for the Packers. It is unfortunately the brand for the Bears. You lose at home to the Packers, to those 2 guys, to those 2 absolute maniacs. Don't show up and lose week 1 and throw 2 picks, and the Bears have turned the page, and there's a new generation, and Justin Fields looks better than you, and he's going to keep it going. Keep it going. I remember when I was, my dad, Bob, huge Bears fan his whole life, during the Favre era, after just another annihilation of Brett Favre over the Bears, he would always call me and be like, you know what? We're just never going to beat this guy. We got to get Favre out of here, and then we can finally beat the Packers. Rodgers comes in, he's even better. This is like, we got Rodgers out of there now. Don't let it be the 3rd installation of this series where Jordan Love now does the same thing. Week 1, if Jordan Love wins that game at Soldier Field, it is a living nightmare for everyone in the Chicago area. It's massive. They have to win it. Jordan Love can't lose it.
24-6. That is just
incredible.
On the road at Soldier Field. That's a tough one. I'm going to look at this from the perspective of, I'm a player in that locker room, specifically a defensive player, and now Jordan Love is my quarterback. And the way I'm going to phrase it is, I need to see the it factor from him. There's a different type of hope when you're sitting on the bench and it's a 2-minute drill and you just got to stop on defense. Offense marches back out there and your quarterback is under center and you're like, all right, we're good. Go win us the game. The confidence of a defensive player to have that in their quarterback is different, because I played 13 years in the league, and for a majority of my career, we didn't have that. We were on defense, and we gave up a score. It was like, well, better luck next week, guys, because the quarterback was getting out there, and you knew at some point, whether it was an interception, a sack fumble, something was going to go wrong on that drive. For Jordan Love this year, we need to see signs of promise. They may be, to your point, a 6-win team, an 11-win team. that number needs to change because of the quarterback. Jordan Love needs to come in there at a crucial point in the game, whether it's a 2-minute drill, whether the Packers are up 3 points in the fourth quarter, and he puts an amazing drive together to put them up 2 scores. That's what you need to see, to the point where a defensive player, a general manager, somebody within that Packers organization knows when Jordan Love goes trotting onto the field, it's just like, we have a chance.
Yeah.
There is hope that this game is going to end in our favor because Jordan Love is under center. That doesn't mean he's going out there and he's dominating. He's throwing for 400 yards and 4 touchdown passes. He's controlling the offense. He's methodically getting better throughout the season. They have him for another year next year. So to finish out this year, to your point, Shreyas, you need to say, hey, we know we have our quarterback. What pieces do we need to find to fit around him based off of what he showed us this season, what his strengths are, what his weaknesses are, to build around him. But that it factor to me is so key, because you know when the quarterback has it. Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, when they took the field, you're like, all right, we have a guy, and we know we can win with him.
Yeah, listening to you, it brings to mind, words like he has to command or demand respect. He has to command it within the offense. It's like in a basketball huddle when the coach is drawing up a play. You got guys like looking around, or is he like, are they wanting to listen to the quarterback because they trust that he is the one that isn't going to look down at, I don't know what the play call is. And then we ask you often, we talk about quarterbacks, Jay, it's like, when you scouted against this guy, were you intimidated? Were you not? Like, you want to demand respect. Peter, I'm curious. With Jordan Love, and Trey Lance falls into this category, I have to remind myself, what was the pull? Like, refresh our memory. Like,
Sure. It's really weird.
Why did we like this guy in the first place? Because when you look back at his basic bio, you're like, all right, Northern California guy, Utah State, COVID season kids, just in a class with Tua and Justin Herbert. Remind us why we should like him.
And the Packers loved him because they made a move and got him in the first round when they had Aaron Rodgers, a first ballot Hall of Famer there. At the time, he was a late first, early second prospect. So when he goes and they make that move at the first round, you're like, wow. And it's even crazier considering they had Rodgers. But if you look at it now, and Jamie, I think it's a great segue for it, they probably said on paper, the ideal situation is he learns for 3 years and then he's cooked and ready to go for year 4. And like, we don't have to do a whole, throw a rookie in there. He should be ready. He should be ready. He is not a rookie.
Point.
He is not a second-year guy. He is not a third-year guy. He should be more than ready to go under center and play. When we see guys like Anthony Richardson, who are 20 years old, being thrown under center and being asked to carry a team at some point, that is one where it's like, all right, look, is that prudent? Is it? This guy, he's going into a second contract very soon. Like, put up or shut up.
Yeah, I've said this many times. I think it's the strangest draft pick in history.
Still might be.
And understand that not only did they move up to get him in the first round, Jordan Love led the nation in interceptions in his last college season. The most in the entire country, not the conference, the whole country. But there was something about him that was so enchanting to the Packers. They're like, we see something here. We have to get him. So I think it was a bizarre pick. I think it's the reason Rodgers is a Jet right now, and I hope. However, he comes out and they start 3-0, and they're like, see, we told you. We let him cook for 3 years, and we were right. I hope that happens, but we'll see.
Like baseball players, when we were younger, you would know their batting stances. You would know Julio Franco's stance.
Sure. Manny Ramirez.
You would know, like Mickey Tettleton was just like this. Like football quarterbacks, like we know how they throw the ball. If you could show me just a silhouette of Mahomes,
You know who that is.
I don't. If you told me like here's Jordan Love's throwing motion, I have no idea because it changed at times. They say it's changed even this year. So it's the great unknown, and it's with that logo, the Packers, which is such a symbol of stability.
This sounds like a segment. We should do silhouette throwing motions.
Yes.
Try to
drop
figure
them in
them out.
there. I bet you can't pick Trey Lance's either. I bet none of us can.
Nope.
Let's find out.
The 3-step drop. Can you name this guy's 3-step drop?
Silhouette them.
It's
Let's try that.
fantastic.